Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are just going to learn about how to check if USB drive is bootable or not. This might be required if you want to verify that your bootable USB drive or multi-bootable USB drive is working properly or not. So you don't want to reboot your PC and you don't want to just waste your time for rebooting the PC and checking out the pen drives and making it bootable again if that does not work for you. So for that process it takes a lot of time in order to check whether the device is bootable or not without rebooting. So we can do it from the QEMU as well as from the VirtualBox also. So we can simply create the BMDK file of the USB drive and we can just simply add to the virtual machine and we can check if the USB drive is bootable or not. So let me show you how we can do using the VirtualBox. For using the VirtualBox, you must have installed the VirtualBox on your system. If you have not installed, you can install it using your desired package manager. I'm running the Arch here. For the Arch based distro, you can simply do the sudo pacman-s VirtualBox. So like this, we can easily install the VirtualBox on the Arch based distro. If you are using the Debian based or other distro, you can simply install it from the official repository or you can also build it from the source if you want. For testing out the bootable USB drive, you have to specify the device path of the USB drive. So let's just simply do the sudo ftx-l. So you can also do something like lsblk as well in order to check out the blocked devices on the system. So here you can see out that I have the device /dev/sta which is up to 4 gigs and I have just made this bootable USB drive of the Prime OS, so which is an Android based operating system. If you are just interested on gaming stuff on the Android, then you can use the Prime OS. So you can see out that the device path is /dev/sta. So we have to create out the BMDK of this USB drive. So we can simply do like vbox manage followed by the internal commands followed by I did the spelling mistake, MMAN commands followed by the create raw BMDK followed by the file name where we want to save our BMDK file. So we want to save this to the /temp/usb test.bm dk followed by the raw disk and we are going to use the /dev/sta. So and then we are done. We can just simply press the enter. So let's press the enter and here as you can see that the BMDK file created successfully. So if you want to check out the file, you can also simply do the file /tmp/usb test BMDK. So you can see out that we have got the ASCII text file for the BMDK. So now let's go on the VirtualBox. Let's open the VirtualBox here. Now let's create a new machine. Let me just name this to USB test and we are just going to declare the type here. So the type will be the Linux and the version will be the other Linux 64 because the Prime OS is Android based operating system which runs the Linux kernel. So we are just going to press on the next and I'm just going to specify the 1.6 gigs for the RAM and I'm just going to use an existing hard disk file. So remember that you don't have to create the new hard disk file, you just need to use an existing hard disk file because we have just created the BMDK file of the USB drive. So I'm just going to simply click on the browse button and we are just going to add, and so let's just go for the temp directory because I have just created the BMDK file in the temp directory. So let's go and let's select this file and let's choose and we can just simply press to the create button. So when we just go for the properties setting, you can see out the size of the BMDK file. So you can see that the actual size is 3.75 gigs. So we can easily identify whether it's working or not. So let's press the OK and let's start the virtual machine and let's see does it work or not. And you can see out here it's working. So like this you can easily verify your bootable USB drive is working or not using the VirtualBox. Now let's go on to the another method. So for the next one we have the QEMU, which is far better than this method. So if you don't have installed the QEMU, then you can easily use this method if you have VirtualBox installed on your system. So let me just close this, and now let's go for the QEMU. So let's delete this as well. Let's close this. This one is pretty simple and easy than you have thought of. We are just going to use the QEMU in order to check out the USB drive, whether it's working or not. So we have to simply check for the device path. You can simply use the fdix -l. You have seen earlier that I have the bootable USB drive of 4 gigs, which is /dev/sta. Now we are just simply going for QEMU followed by the system and followed by the architecture, that is x64, x86 and 64, and followed by the SDA and followed by the /dev/sta. So you can see out that we have successfully booted from the pen drives, and like this you can easily verify whether your USB drive or bootable USB drive is working correctly or not. So let me just quit from here. Now let me just clear the screen. So like this you can use out the QEMU and as well as the VirtualBox in order to test out your bootable USB drive. So if you are making the multi-bootable USB drive from the pen tray, then you can use this method in order to check for the themes of the pen tray as well. So let me just exit from here, and we are done. So this much for today. Hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.